Our top story, it's the 9th day of rescue operations in the Uttarkashi tunnel horror, and the focus is on keeping the 41 workers alive. Authorities are trying new methods to reach the trapped labourers who've been stuck there since part of the tunnel collapsed. New food pipelines been brought in and a robotics machine team has been deployed at the mishap site.
Day 9 at the Silkyara tunnel in Uttarkashi, and 41 workers continue to remain trapped. Monday saw rescue efforts go into plan and execute mode. Steps for the implementation of a fresh 5-point plan have been actioned. A huge concern has been delivering food to the workers stuck in the tunnel. To supplement an existing 4-inch pipeline, a 6-inch pipeline has been laid for around 60 meters.
This is the breakthrough, the first breakthrough we were expecting for last 9 days, but because of some hurdles, small or big, we are not able to achieve. But let me tell you, the other plan A, B, C or 1, 2, 3, 4 is still going on. There is relentlessly they will work, and will try to look at all options which have already been explained in previous briefings. जो भी चीज भेजी जाएगी, पहले डॉक्टर की सलाह ली जाएगी और फिजिबिलिटी देखी जाएगी कि 6 इंच के पाइप में क्या-क्या चीज जा सकती है.
To aid with the rescue work, the DRDO has sent 2 robos weighing 20 kilos and 50 kilos each. They will be deployed after testing their efficacy on ground.
DRDO की तरफ से रोबोट आए, एक 20 किलो का, एक 50 किलो का है. रोबोट है कि वो धरती पे चल के आगे जाता है, तो हम ये कोशिश कर रहे हैं वो जा सके, लेकिन मेरी अप्रीहेंशन ये है साइट का कंडीशन देखते हुए कि वो रेत की तरह चीज है, तो उसमें वो कर पाएगा नहीं, लेकिन फिर भी हम उसके लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं.
Drills and other heavy machinery are being sourced from Odisha and Gujarat. Since they are too heavy to be airlifted, a railway route is being used to transport them. Roads are also being constructed to move heavy machinery to the point where vertical drilling will be done.
काम को लेकर सबसे ज़रूरी और बड़ा काम इसमें BRO के द्वारा भी अप्रोच रोड बनाने का हो रहा है, और आज देर रात तक या कल सुबह तक इसमें हम इसको पूरा होने की उम्मीद कर रहे हैं. इस एंड से जो काम होना है उसके लिए.
We are right away from the tunnel. We have walked all over the top of the hilltop from where the drilling machine will be drilling vertically on the tunnel, where 40 laborers are stranded. But why we are standing here? This is one of the JCB kind of machine engaged by the Border Road Organization, so that other drilling machines, the heavy drill machinery which has to be brought in to drill on the top of the tunnel, will move through this way.
International tunneling expert Arnold Dix has been called in. He offered prayers at this makeshift temple at the main entrance of the tunnel before he headed down to the main site. Dix will be working with the multi-agency team on ground.
Looking very positive. That's why we've come here with all of the experts. I've got the best experts for this Himalayan geology here with me. I'm just one, and we're going back to the office to talk about what we've seen, and we need to compare what we've seen here above the tunnel with what we know is happening in the tunnel, and this actually helps us make the proper decision.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues to closely monitor the rescue efforts. Chief Minister Pushkar Dhami briefed him about the latest developments earlier in the day. A high-level team of the PMO is also on site, coordinating the efforts.
So machines are here, officials are here, the experts are also here. What we all are waiting right now is the safe rescue of those 41 laborers who are stranded there for the last 9 days. But also questions must be raised on the lapses while this tunnel was getting constructed. In Uttarkashi with camera person Prem Singh, Mohammad Ghazali for NDTV.
Now, days after his threat video on Air India, NIA has registered a fresh case against Khalistani terrorist Gurpatwant Pannu. In its press release, the NIA said that the case has been registered under various sections of IPC and UAPA for attempts to target and disrupt the transportation sector in India. This case comes days after Pannu, who's said to be based out of Canada, threatened passengers choosing to fly Air India. Remember, there's been a major diplomatic row between Canada and India over the killing of another Khalistani terrorist, Hardeep Nijjar, who was shot dead in Canada. Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau had then accused Indian agents of the murder without offering any evidence.
a proclaimed offender on 29th November 2022. NBWs have also been issued against him, and his properties in Amritsar land has also been seized. So he is an offender, not to say the least. Even, yesterday when there was a security breach, when India and Australia was playing, there was a security breach. To that person also he is saying that he would be rewarding him $10,000. So he has a kind of nuisance value. But in this case, India obviously wants to take this threat very seriously, because it's a carrier which operates not only from Canada but other sectors also, international sectors also. In the threat, in the video that he had released, he had stated that from November 19th onwards, Air India would cease to fly on international sectors. In fact, he had gone ahead and requested all his fellow Sikhs also to fly other international airlines, because he said India was fighting against them, and had also declared SFJ, that is Sikh for Justice, unlawful under UAPA. So obviously this has been ongoing war, but as far as NIA is concerned, this is the second case now which they have registered against him.
News of the elections now, and NDTV is on the campaign trail with heavyweights in Rajasthan. Rajasthan Congress is going to release its manifesto on Tuesday. Now, ahead of that, my colleague Harsha Kumari Singh exclusively spoke to CM Ashok Gehlot, who is eyeing a second term in the state. Listen in.
वैसे उन्हें राजनीति के जादूगर कहते हैं, और आज प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने भी कहा है कि कुछ लोग अपने आप को यहाँ पर जादूगर कह रहे हैं। सर, आज प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने भी कहा कि कुछ लोग यहाँ पर अपने आप को जादूगर बताते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी कुछ भी बोल देते हैं, वो इतने बौखला गए हैं राजस्थान के परफॉर्मेंस को, इतने अच्छे काम किए, इतनी स्कीम्स हमारे आई है, इतने अच्छे कानून पास हुए, इतनी अच्छी गारंटी हम दे रहे हैं, उनके बाद कहना कुछ भी नहीं है। इसलिए वो कभी जादूगर की बात करेंगे, कभी मेरे मित्र की बात करेंगे, कभी मेरे मित्र बताएंगे, कभी वापस वो कमेंट कर देंगे, बाप बेटे दोनों पे कमेंट कर देंगे। ये मैं समझता हूँ कि उनकी बौखलाहट का पहचान है।
अच्छा, गारंटी की जो बात है वो भी आप गारंटी शब्द यूज कर रहे हैं।
वो तो गारंटी शब्द हमसे सीखे हैं। हमने कर्नाटक में गारंटी दी है, हिमाचल में दी है, राजस्थान में गारंटी दे रहे हैं, तो वो गारंटी पे आ गए हैं। असली गारंटी हमारी है जो पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट की है। आप सातों गारंटी को देख लीजिए, एक से बढ़ के एक गारंटी हमारे पास।
इतनी एनर्जी सर इस एज में भी आप खूब कर लेते हैं, कहाँ से आती इतनी एनर्जी?
पब्लिक से, आम जनता से एनर्जी आती है, वही मेरे काम आती है। ये आम जनता की एनर्जी जो है वो कोई विकल्प नहीं है किसी दवा का। देखिए आप कितना प्यार है
जी। सर, मैंने देखा है आपके सामने कितनी चुनौतियां आई हैं, लेकिन आप कभी भी आप डरे हुए या परेशान नहीं रखते कभी भी।
ये एनर्जी का स्रोत है।
सर, जब चुनौतियां भी आती हैं तो आप कभी परेशान नहीं लगते, ये मैंने नोटिस किया आपके साथ, क्योंकि मैंने आपको काफी साल से कवर किया है।
अगर सच्चाई दिल में हो तो परेशान होने की जरूरत नहीं होती है, दिल में सच्चाई होनी चाहिए।
सर, कैसा लग रहा है अब कैंपेन ईस्टर्न राजस्थान में काफी बढ़त बढ़ा ली है आप लोग ने?
सरकार बनाने वाली है, बनने वाली है, सरकार बनेगी, आम जनता ने तय कर लिया है। जनता माई बाप होती है, मैं समझता हूँ इस बार जनता ने मन बना लिया है, सरकार रिपीट करेंगे।
आपके पास चुनौतियां बहुत थी आपके कार्यकाल में, कोरोना था, फिर पार्टी में भी गड़बड़ हुई थी, लेकिन आप ऑन टॉप आ गए सबसे। क्या कहते हैं आप इसके बारे में, खासकर जो विद इन द पार्टी जो रिबेलियन हुआ था, कहीं आपको दुख होता है उसको लेकर?
वो बीत गया, अब तो हम लोग सब मिलकर के चुनाव गए जीते हैं। चुनाव जीतना राजस्थान के हित में है, राजस्थान के हित के अंदर भी है, बाकी तो कांग्रेस हित में भी है, देश हित में भी है, पर राजस्थान के हित में है कि रिपीट होगी सरकार तो हम जम के काम कर पाएंगे।
सर, लास्ट क्वेश्चन, आपने कहा था कि मैं मुख्यमंत्री का पद छोड़ना चाहता हूं लेकिन मेरे से नहीं छूटता है, और तो क्या है, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द सीएम डिसीजन इफ यू विन द गवर्नमेंट?
ये तो देखिए, अभी तो हाईकमांड और विधायक जीतने की बात करते हैं, थोड़ा इंतजार कीजिए, 3 तारीख का फैसला होगा। थैंक यू।
NDTV also spoke to BJP candidate Diya Kumari. The MP, who is of royal descent, has been fielded from Vidyadhar Nagar. She says that the Congress government is only making fake promises. Listen in.
पिछली बार प्रत्याशी थे कांग्रेस के सीताराम अग्रवाल, वो इस बार फिर से कर रहे हैं, और ये जो सीट है इसका अगर मोटे तौर पर देखें तो ब्राह्मण, वैश्य और राजपूत वोट बैंक बड़ा मायने रखता है इस सीट के लिए। कितना टफ आप अपने लिए मान रही हैं, क्योंकि सीधा सांसद से वापस विधायक पद पर आई हैं और विधायक का चुनाव लड़ रही हैं, पहले आप विधायक थी। कुछ लोग कहते हैं कि पॉलिटिकली ये डिमोशन है।
वो तो समय ही बताएगा डिमोशन है कि नहीं, लेकिन मैं ये बोल रही हूँ कि डिमोशन और प्रमोशन वाली बात नहीं है। सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट बात ये है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार राजस्थान में बन रही है। चाहे कोई भी कुछ भी बोले, चाहे गहलोत जी कुछ भी कह दें, कोई भी झूठी बातें करें, गारंटीज पे गारंटीज की झूठी बातें करें, कोई उनको बिलीव नहीं कर रहा है। उन्होंने फेल हो चुके हैं, वो उनका टाइम अप हो चुका है। और हमारा मोदी सरकार जिस तरह से हमारे संकल्प पत्र में जो कुछ लिखा है, बहुत विजन के साथ लिखा है, सोच के साथ लिखा है, ऐसी घोषणाएं नहीं की है जो हम पूरी नहीं कर सकते।
This point will slip into a short break. More news and updates on the other side. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now, a cargo ship from Turkey bound for India has been hijacked by Yemen's Houthi rebels in the Red Sea. Now, the Houthis have released a video of the hijacking. The video on your screens there is something which the Houthi rebels have in fact released, claiming this to be the hijacking video. Now, remember, the ship was carrying around 25 crew members belonging to various nations. Israel's denied claims of it being an Israeli ship and also indicated that no Indians were on board the Galaxy Leader, which is the ship on your screens there now. In fact, the Houthis, backed by Iran, have vowed to target Israel-linked vessels in the Red Sea, and this is being seen as an indicator of a proxy war, which is emanating out of the region in the backdrop of the Israel-Hamas war. My colleague Kadambini Sharma has more.
Well, a cargo ship from Turkey bound for India has been hijacked by Yemen's Houthi rebels in the Red Sea. The ship was carrying around 25 crew members belonging to various nations. Houthis had claimed they seized an Israeli ship which was denied by Israel. Information from the office of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also indicated that no Indians were on board the Galaxy Leader, the name of the ship. The Houthis, backed by Iran, have vowed to target Israeli-linked vessels in the Red Sea. And IDF had tweeted that the hijacking of a cargo ship has taken place by Houthis near Yemen in the southern Red Sea, and it's a very grave incident of global consequence. Now, there are the reports there are no reports of any Indians in these. There are no Indians and also there are no Israelis on this ship. So this is one thing which has been a kind of relief for India. But the nationalities are as diverse as Ukrainian, Bulgarian, Filipinos, and Israel has said it is not an Israeli ship. It has accused Iran and Iran has denied. Houthis have warned no Israeli ships will be allowed to pass this area. Now, they have demanded that Israeli attacks on Gaza should stop, and till this happens, they will keep attacking the ships. But this is the major shipping route, which is around 1300 kilometers from Suez Canal, where this incident has happened. Houthis have already joined forces with the Hamas against Israel, and we have seen the attacks taking place. But the fact is, the question being asked is, who does this ship actually belong to? Israeli officials insist it's a British ship being operated by Japan, but some reports based on public shipping database say it's associated with Ray Car Carriers. Now, Ray Car Carriers was founded by Israeli billionaire Abraham Rami Unger. Israelis have called this a hijack and an act of terror, and this incident has suddenly raised the stakes even more and may fan the conflict even further, with Saudi and US getting more involved in the situation.
Staying with international news, and just days after he was sacked by the OpenAI board, ChatGPT maker Sam Altman has been offered a new position of heading the research unit at Microsoft. Remember, Microsoft is the biggest investor in OpenAI, which unceremoniously sacked Altman. Meanwhile, 500 out of the 700 OpenAI staffers have threatened to quit and join Altman unless the board resigns.
48 hours after chaotic ouster, Sam Altman is back in the news once again. After being unceremoniously sacked by OpenAI, the platform that owns ChatGPT and the firm that he co-founded, Altman has now been snapped up by Microsoft to become the new CEO of their research wing. The news was broken by Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella who posted on the platform X saying, and I quote, "We are extremely excited to share the news that Sam Altman and Greg Brockman, together with colleagues, will be joining Microsoft to lead a new advanced AI research team." Sam Altman was quick to respond, replying on the post, "The mission continues." Remember, Microsoft has been a major investor in OpenAI. Altman, the one who developed the revolutionary ChatGPT and was globally known as the face of OpenAI, was fired over a Google Meet last Friday. The OpenAI board accused him of not being consistently candid in his communications with the board, hindering its ability to exercise its responsibilities. The president of OpenAI, Greg Brockman, was also removed from the board the day after, but the board never gave details of the exact reasons for the ouster. But by the weekend, there was a buzz that major investors in OpenAI wanted to bring Altman back. There was also speculation after Sam Altman posted a picture of himself wearing a guest ID badge of OpenAI, saying this was the first and the last time that he was wearing it. Meanwhile, ex-Twitch CEO Emmett Shear has been named the new OpenAI boss. Shear added on X that the entire communications around Sam Altman were very badly handled. Bureau Report, NDTV.
Now, in an exclusive interview with NDTV, Sonia Singh, Australian Foreign Minister, shares her thoughts on the India-Australia World Cup final. Ms. Wong said it was a pretty exciting match and it was fitting that the final coincided with the 2+2 dialogue between India and Australia. Take a look.
Hello and welcome to the NDTV Dialogues, a conversation of ideas. The big idea this week is the India-Australia 2+2 dialogue. Joining me is Penny Wong, Foreign Minister of Australia. Thank you for being on the Dialogues, Ms. Wong.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
And congratulations on that amazing World Cup win. Are you still celebrating?
Yes, we are. I think we're still a little surprised, but we're very, very happy to see the result. Commiserations to India. It's an amazing team you have. But I was saying before, the Travis Head is from my hometown, so we're pretty happy about that. He did really well.
I know, it was really fantastic. And I think really it's kind of fitting that we had an India-Australia final. We've got a 2+2 dialogue happening. So it's a great time for India-Australia ties.
We didn't script that. That just happened, right?
When did you hear? I believe you were on a plane when you were getting the scores.
Well, yes, we were. We were on a plane, and it was, I think, 3 for 47 or something. I thought, oh well, we're not going to win. And then the next update was, looks like we're going to win. So it was pretty exciting.